Yes, started live session. Just join it.
Yes, started live session. Just join it. Yes, started live session. Just join it. Yes, started live session. Just join it.
Hi friends, welcome in this live session. Yesterday I had posted a quiz based on NDA NA examination, its preparation. There were 50 questions based on 5 different topics, which we already learned in various videos which I uploaded on my YouTube channel. The topics were covered, included vocabulary, synonyms, antonyms. There were 10 synonyms, 10 antonyms, 10 idioms, phrases, 10 questions were based on jumbled sentences, and 10 questions were based on jumbled paragraph. About 16 people attempted that test paper. They successfully submitted their papers online. I am going to show a few important things here. Just go through all those things. It is very important to look at those things. The students who attempted include Aditya Shivarkar also, then Kale. I'll show you that page, that web page on which all those things are available. If you can see the screen, you will find that 16 people submitted their responses to this question paper which I gave you live. Out of 16 people, there are 2 responses which scored 184 marks. That was the top. Those were the toppers. Okay. Belgaonkar. Belgaonkar scored 184 marks out of 200. He submitted his response twice. Okay, and both of the times he scored 184 only. There was no improvement in that in the second attempt also. So 184 is a better score, and I congratulate Belgaonkar on successfully submitting this quiz. And the second rank is scored by Jende, Advait Jende. He scored 160 marks. Okay. Then the next one is 144. Jagtap scored 144. And then Khandare scored 120. There is Sujal Sonone, he scored 152. Arun Wagh scored 56. He did not take things seriously. And Deshmukh scored 136 marks. Then Shivarkar scored 124 marks out of 200 marks. Let me tell you, there was no negative marking in this test which I gave you yesterday. But because I did not give it, next time I will try to include that negative marking in that. Okay, so you will have to improve yourself and try to avoid the questions which you are not confident about. If you can see the question number 1, 85% of the people gave the second option as an answer. In whatever way one can, by hook or by crook, and that is the correct answer. Okay, by hook or by crook, this idiom means in whatever way one can. We learned this idiom in our one of our YouTube live sessions. Okay, and 7% of the students said that in a completely insane manner. This is the answer. And there are 7% of the responses which were in favor of option number C, option C, and none of the respondents gave D as an answer. Okay, and the correct answer is B. Option B is the correct answer. in whatever way one can. Let me show you the actual question paper and we'll discuss all the answers. Okay. Now this is the first question. By hook or by crook, its answer is B, in whatever way one can. And the second question is chalk a block. We learned this idiom also in one of our YouTube lectures, and this idiom means filled to capacity. Means a crowd and overcrowded place. You can also, when you are talking about a overcrowded place, you can use this idiom. Okay. Then the next one is a feather in one's cap. Its meaning is option C, being no, option D, something achieved that constitutes a victory, something that makes you proud about. Okay, a feather in one's cap. This idiom also we learned in one of our YouTube lectures. So I recommend you to always continuously go on attending all the YouTube lectures, so that the test which you will be able you will be going to take, you will feel it easy, because 70%, maximum 50 to 70% of the questions in every test are from the YouTube videos. Okay, so it will be beneficial for you, and revise those videos again and again so that you will be able to answer the tests correctly, and you will be able to recall all those things forever. Okay, the next question is for good. Its meaning is permanently. Option number C. Then question number 5, take up the cuddles. Its answer is A, option A. It means to support somebody. We learned all these idioms. Then the next one is blow by blow. Its meaning is to describe an event as it occurred in every detail. 90% of the respondents, 90% of the students answered all these idioms correctly. Only a few students could not answer these idioms. So I recommend those students to go through all those videos which I have already uploaded on my YouTube channel, so that you will be able to revise all those things. You learned those idioms in the YouTube channel. That's why you were able to answer these questions correctly. So in every test, I will give you more than 50 to 70% of the questions from the YouTube videos. Okay. Pie in the sky. It means an event that is unlikely to happen. We already learned this idiom also. जो चीज असंभव है, जो चीज हम आसानी से नहीं पा सकते, उसे हम कहते हैं पाई इन द स्काई. Then the next one is a fair crack of the whip. It means to get a fair chance, a good chance. Then the next idiom is a bread and butter letter. It means a letter to thank a host. आपको किसी ने किसी गेस्ट के घर आप गए, आपके साथ दोस्त को लेके गए, या सबको उन्होंने होस्ट किया अच्छे से. They gave you a good feast, and you are writing a letter in to show your thankfulness, your gratitude to for that host. That letter is known as a bread and butter letter. Cloak and dagger. This is a new idiom which we learned in another session, live session, which we took on Zoom application. It means something that involves intrigue. Intrigue means something that doesn't, something that has suspense in it. जिस चीज में सस्पेंस ज्यादा होता है, उसे कहा जाता है क्लोक एंड डैगर. A movie can be a cloak and dagger. Means it can be it can have suspense in it. Okay. Intrigue means something that confuses us, something that uh, traps us in suspense. Okay. Now let's look at the synonyms, which are the antonyms. Yes, the first of all, the synonyms. After the idioms, we'll look at all the synonyms. The first word is perverse. Perverse का मतलब होता है something which is not something which is not in favor. जो चीज फेवर में नहीं होती है उसे कहा जाता है perverse. Atmosphere या फिर environment या फिर weather perverse है. We learned this idiom in one of our YouTube lectures, and in that I had given you the example of farmers. The weather is always or often perverse for agricultural development or for agricultural field or for the crop which we grow in a farm. That's why many of the times the crop doesn't grow, give proper yield. So perverse means something that doesn't favor us. जो चीज हमें फेवर नहीं करती उसे कहा जाता है परवर्स. इसका सिनोनिम है factious. Okay. This is the correct one. Then the next one is inquisitive. Inquisitive का मतलब होता है curious. We talked about Michael Dell. He was a very inquisitive boy. I also discussed with you an incident in Michael Dell's life. When he bought his first personal computer, he took it apart to figure out how it worked. He separated every part in order to find out how it worked. That was the example which we discussed in one of our video lectures, YouTube lectures, about the meaning of inquisitive. Inquisitive means curiosity, someone who is curious, and its meaning here is scrutinizing. Okay, and the next one is heedless. Let me show you this on the website. Yes, this is that thing. Let me enter this email so that we can proceed further. Yes, these are the synonyms. Perverse का मतलब होता है factious. Inquisitive का मतलब होता है scrutinizing. Then the next one is propitious. Propitious का मतलब होता है benign. Benign means something which is favorable, something which is जो scrutinizing का मतलब होता है या फिर the perverse, the meaning of perverse and the meaning of propitious is same. Here it means benign, something which is good, something which is favorable, and hostile is opposite of it, adverse. Or a good situation. When you are talking about a good situation or favorable situation, you can talk about, you can use the word propitious, you can use the word benign, or you can use the word perverse or factious. All of them mean the same thing. All of them have the meaning favorable. And the next word is ambiguous. Ambiguous का मतलब होता है equivocal, something which doesn't have a clear sense, something which doesn't have a clear meaning, which is ambiguous in meaning. We already learned this word in our one of our lectures. Ostentation means इसका मतलब होता है to make a show of things, and its meaning is pompousness. The synonym of this word is pompousness. And the next word is semantic. Semantic is something which is related with language, the meaning of the words which are used in language. So its meaning is pertaining to meaning of words. The synonym is, the meaning of this word is pertaining to meaning of words. It's not it is not related with financial matters. It is not related with manners of people. That's why option B, A and B are not correct. Okay. Tenable also doesn't have the meaning similar to that of semantic. Semantic is always related with the language, the meaning of sentences and words which we use in a language. Then the next is pedagogical. Pedagogy is related with teaching, methodology of teaching. Okay. Pedagogy is the methodology of teaching. That's why pedagogical means pertaining to teaching methods. And many of the students committed mistakes in these words, and we did not cover these words in our video lectures or earlier YouTube lectures. So I recommend you to read more and more so that you will be able to build a good vocabulary, because vocabulary doesn't have any challenge. You can be asked any word in examination. So you can face this kind of issues anywhere. You were able to solve earlier questions of synonyms, antonyms, uh, then idioms and phrases, because we already learned all those in our earlier video YouTube lectures. Okay, so you should expand your vocabulary in order to be able to answer any question which is given in vocabulary, synonyms, antonyms, idioms, phrases, anything else. ब्रेथ टेकिंग, कोई भी परफॉर्मेंस अगर ब्रेथ टेकिंग हो गया तो इसका मतलब होता है स्पेक्टेकुलर, समथिंग विच इज आई कैचिंग, आई कैची, समथिंग विच एंट्रैप्स योर माइंड। जो चीज बहुत ही आकर्षक है, जो परफॉर्मेंस बहुत ही आकर्षक है, उसे हम कहते हैं ब्रेथ टेकिंग। Wow, it was a very breathtaking performance. You can use this kind of sentence in anchoring also. So you might have heard this word in anchoring: spectacular performance. Let's have a round of applause for the spectacular performance, for this breathtaking performance, for this groundbreaking performance. All these are the special words, adjectives, which mean spectacular or something eye catchy, something very attractive. Okay, and many of the students committed mistake in this question also. Sloth is something. Sloth is laziness. Sloth is laziness. That's why its meaning is lazy. Slothful is a person who is lazy. Then the next one is insidious. Insidious का मतलब होता है cunning. Okay. Substantial, unstable, instantious. These are not the meanings. Its meaning is insidious. Meaning is cunning. Cunning is a person who is not straightforward, who always gives reasons for something. Okay, who always have reasons for his failure, ready reasons. That's why it is known as such a person is known as insidious or cunning. Let's have a look at the remaining questions. Question number 21. Now here we'll have to find out the antonyms, opposite words of all the words which are given in question. The first word in this section of antonyms is fickle. Fickle means something which is not constant, something which is having breaks in it, or something which is not clear. And here its antonym is constant. Okay, convenient doesn't have the meaning. It doesn't match. It is neither the synonym nor the antonym. Questionable means something which is doubtful. Faithful, constant का मतलब होता है जो स्थिर है, एक जैसा है, उसे कहा जा वो एक that is the opposite of fickle. Fickle means something which doesn't remain constant. For example, he is a fickle student. He doesn't means he doesn't concentrate on his studies regularly. Okay, means he has whips of he works on his whims and fancies. मीन्स कभी कभी उसको जब दिल चाहे तब वो पढ़ाई करता है, जब ना चाहे तो पढ़ाई नहीं करता है. मीन्स ही इज नॉट कंटिन्यूअस इन स्टडी, और ही इज अ फिकल बॉय. डिस्क्रीट का मतलब होता है समथिंग विच इज समवन हु इज केयरफुल इन स्पेंडिंग और मेकिंग और डूइंग एक्सपेंडिचर. Discrete means something which is careful, and that's why its meaning is options D, that is careless in behavior. कोई व्यक्ति अगर केयरलेस है बिहेवियर में, ऑनेस्ट नहीं है, सिंसियर नहीं है, या फिर ज्यादा सोच समझ के बिहेव नहीं करता है, या फिर जो खर्चा करता है वो भी ज्यादा सोच समझ के नहीं करता है, उसे कहा जाता है डिस्क्रीट. He always makes discrete decisions. He always makes discrete expenditure. Okay, he is means careless expenditure, or without thinking of the future what we call consequences. Articulate means something which is having coordination among things. जो this word can also be used in expression of language. His speech was very articulate. उसका जो स्पीच था वो बहुत ही आर्टिकुलेट था. इसका मतलब होता है it was clear, it was very fluent. The speech which he gave was very articulate का मतलब होता है his speech was very fluent. He did not have any breaks in his speech. That's why its meaning is its antonym is unable to express. Express means to say something, to say what you want. Okay, and unable to express is the antonym of articulate. And the next word is trivial. We'll have to find out its antonym. Trivial is something which is unimportant. जो चीज महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है, जिस चीज का कोई भी महत्व नहीं, अनइम्पोर्टेंट चीज है, उसे कहा जाता है ट्रिवियल. डोंट टॉक अबाउट सच ट्रिवियल थिंग्स, और डोंट I don't care about such trivial matters. Okay, you can use this word in your own sentence also in this way. Here its antonym is important. Trivial का antonym है important, and trivial का meaning है unimportant. Temporary is neither antonym neither synonym. Neither antonym nor synonym. Delicate also doesn't fall in this category. Arbitrary also doesn't fall in this category. Important is the exact antonym. And now the next word is unjust. Unjust का मतलब होता है something which is not having giving fair chance or fair views about things. Untruthful, or which is not giving good opportunity. अन्यायकारक जिसे हम कहते हैं, उसे कुछ वो मीनिंग है अनजस्ट का. And it's we'll have to find out its antonym. Its antonym is what is it? Is it synonym or antonym? Yes, it's antonym. Its antonym is self-centered. No, unjust का antonym है fair-minded. Unjust means someone who doesn't have fair mind, who doesn't give fair opportunities to other people, who doesn't think positively about others, who doesn't have good thoughts about others, can be called as unjust person. And fair-minded is the antonym of this word. Then the next word is probity. Probity का antonym होता है insincerity. Probity का मतलब होता है sincere, honest, and it's sincere, and its antonym is insincerity. Honest doesn't fall in this category. Dishonesty, sincerity, and that honesty is a different thing. Okay, sincere with his work. Okay, then the next one is contest. Contest का मतलब होता है to face the challenge, to face the circumstance. Okay, and its antonym is to lose the thing, to lose the contest. Okay, I am getting responses from many students unable to express unless things. You are giving good responses. Okay, Harshvardhan Mundi, lovely fishes of KK. Who is this? Khandari, Karthik Khandari. You didn't attempt it, but Khandari, your name came in the list. I got your an email in your name, and your result is also displayed. I discussed about your result. Okay, let's look at the next word, sporadic. Sporadic means something. Its antonym is persistent. Sporadic का मतलब होता है something which is not persistent. Persistent का मतलब होता है which is having continuity in it, spontaneity. Okay, which doesn't break, or which doesn't have breaks in it. Persistent means continuous work. So one should always be persistent in his effort, in one's efforts, in order to crack NDA exam. अगर NDA एग्जाम क्रैक करना है तो किसी को आप क्या होना चाहिए, persistent efforts करना चाहिए. और sporadic का मतलब exactly opposite होता है. Sporadic means not persistent. Okay. Now let's look at the next word, forbid. Forbid का मतलब होता है not to allow. Allow नहीं करना, परमिशन नहीं देना. इसका मतलब, इसका एंटोनिम है permit. Permit is the exact antonym of the word forbid. And the next word is obvious. Obvious का मतलब होता है which doesn't have any doubt in it, which doesn't have any ambiguity in it. जिस चीज में ambiguity नहीं है, doubt नहीं है, उसे कहा जाता है obvious. And उसका antonym है obscure. Obscure means something which is not clear, something which is doubtful. Okay, something which is not understandable. Now, these were the antonyms which we discussed. It was question number 30. We have 20 questions left. We'll discuss all those 20 questions. Question number 31, question number 31 to 40, almost all questions answered these questions correctly. All students answered these questions correctly. That's why there was no problem in this kind of question, and it is a very simple kind of question which we already discussed, and the questions were also very simple. The wings, actually you practiced it well, that's why you might be feeling it easy. Okay, the wings of some birds. This is the question of jumbled sentence. The wings of some birds are so small that they are useless for flying. Okay, its answer is sequence is RPSQ, and option A is the correct answer. Okay, now question number 32. We intend to shift to Bombay with our family which consists of 3 persons. Its proper sequence is PRQS, and option B is the correct answer, PRQS. And almost all students answer this question correctly. Question number 33. In this sentence, the correct sequence of the parts is the extent of women's participation. The sentence begins with part S, and if you observe the question options, there is only one option which starts with S, and remaining 3 options start with uh, other letters. Okay, the extent of women's participation in various nation building activities is an important indicator of social progress. So its correct sequence is SQRP. SQRP is given in option B. That's why option B is the answer. Those who have not yet replied, those who have not yet mentioned anything in the comment box, go and mention something in the comment box. If you are live, just say hi or Jai Hind, or just post an emoji so that I can see you are attending this lecture. Okay. Now let's look at the question number 34. The whole valley was pleasantly green with crops with date palms and was well planted. And its option is its answer starts with Q, and the option A is the correct answer. Now question number 35. There are 4 options of this question, and the first one is its sequence is a person who cannot understand another's viewpoint. जो व्यक्ति दूसरों के भावनाएं नहीं समझती है, दूसरों की व्यू पॉइंट्स नहीं समझती है, is to that extent limited in mind and culture. This is the correct sequence, and the sequence is RPSQ. RPSQ, this sequence is given in option B. So your answer is option B. Okay. Then question number 36. Happiness does not consist in rank or position. Your answer should start with P, and there are 2 options which start with P, option A and C. So we can use elimination technique and eliminate option B and D. Okay. Happiness does not consist in rank or position. It is a state of mind which is available to those who are contented. जो satisfied लोग हैं, contented लोग हैं, अपने हमारे जिनके पास उनके पास जो भी है, उन सभी चीजों में जो लोग contented है, happy है, satisfied है, उन्हें वही लोग happy हो सकते हैं. तो इसका sequence है PQSR. Okay, and PQSR is option C. Now the next question number 37. If you want to buy the economy pack, the manufacturers wanting to promote the sales and to ensure clearance of stocks, before that we'll have to use Q, because it means which is quite cheap. What is cheap? The economy pack is cheap. Okay, so your answer should start with Q, and there are 2 options, option A and D, which start with Q. If you want to buy the economy pack, which is quite cheap. The manufacturers, wanting to promote the sales and to ensure clearance of stocks, have devised a number of schemes. This is the correct scheme, and the last part in this sequence is R. Q से शुरू होता है और R से end होता है, तो इसका मतलब है option A आंसर होना चाहिए इसका. Then the next one is question number 38. The person who lives next door, जो व्यक्ति next door में रहती है, the person who lives next door sings loudly at night. तो इसका correct sequence है SQRP, and option C is the correct one. Now let's look at question number 39. We have the ability to provide. So your answer should start with R, and there are two options which start with R, option A and D. Okay, we have the ability to provide both people and ecosystems with the water they need. So the correct sequence is RPQS, and option A is the correct answer. Note down all these answers. Then the next one is 40, question number 40. People usually learn more from doing something themselves than by watching someone else or reading about it. लोग कोई भी चीज खुद करके ज्यादा सीख सकते हैं, ज्यादा अच्छी तरह से सीख सकते हैं in comparison with watching someone else doing it. Okay, so the correct sequence is RPSQ, and option B is the answer. Now let's go to the next last section of this question paper, and the last section is about jumbled paragraph. Okay, in this part of the question paper you will find 10 questions, 10 jumbled paragraphs. The first one is, I will not be able to see you tomorrow. मैं आपको कल मिल नहीं पाऊंगा. इसके बाद में however आ सकता है, however if you like you can phone me. अगर मैं तो मिल नहीं सकता, लेकिन आप अगर चाहते हो तो आप मुझे फोन कर सकते हो. You can talk to me on phone. So your answer should start with R, and there are two options which start with R. Option B and D. Okay, second and fourth option start with R. However, if you like, you can phone me. There is only a simple laboratory test to be conducted. Once I know what the diagnosis is, I can contact the doctor. Then we will then follow his instructions. So the correct sequence is RPQS. RPQS. Option B is the correct sequence. Then let's have a look at the next question. James Watt used the power of steam to drive machines. His invention was used later by other clever men to give us the railway engine. So your sequence should start with S, and there is only one option that starts with S, and that's the correct option. Let's try to put this paragraph in this sequence. जो ऑप्शन ए में जो सीक्वेंस दिया है उस सीक्वेंस में इसे डाल के देखेंगे. SQPR, S के बाद में Q आएगा. देन मेनी इयर्स लेटर, फिर उसके बाद में बहुत सालों बाद, द पेट्रोल इंजन वाज इन्वेंटेड. विद पेट्रोल इंजन पीपल वर एबल टू build motor cars and aeroplanes also. These provided quicker means of traveling. R will come in the end. So this is the correct sequence. Question number 43. It is about Stalin and the Battle of Leningrad. It is about Russia. Okay. Stalin was General Zhukov. Stalin sent General Zhukov to assume command in Leningrad. स्टालिन ने जनरल ज़ुकोव को लेनिनग्राड में भेजा है कमांड करने के लिए, टू अज्यूम कमांड. एट दैट टाइम नो वन न्यू वेदर द सिटी कुड बी सेव्ड. ओके, उस समय किसी को भी पता नहीं था उस सिटी के बारे में, लेनिनग्राड का क्या होगा, उसका भविष्य क्या होगा. क्योंकि उसका रीजन दिया है सेंटेंस पी में, और सेंटेंस पी सेज दैट True, the city was prepared for street fighting. That city was experiencing violence at a large scale. Okay, so the correct sequence should be QP, QPSR. Option C is the answer. Because you can see in sentence S there is a question, and in sentence R there is an answer to that question. So the question comes first, then comes the answer. But would the city's defenses hold? No one knew the answer. So S will come before R, because R is the answer to the question which is given in the sentence S. So this is the sequence. Now let's look at question number 44. Bacteria in the mouth can cause bad odor and painful tooth decay. माउथ में जो बैक्टीरिया होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, बैड दे कॉज बैड ओडर एंड पेनफुल टूथ डीके. Okay, they grow in food particles. If you observe this question, sentence Q, you will find that there is a pronoun is used, they grow in food particles. What they means? Who grow in food particles? This pronoun is used to replace a noun, and that noun is given in S1, that is bacteria. Bacteria grow in food particles left between tooth. So your answer should start with Q, because this sentence begins with a pronoun which replaces a noun which is already given in part S1. Okay, so let's look at options. How many options start with Q? There is only one option which starts with Q, and that is option B. And if you put this question in this option, if you put these sentences into this sequence, you will find that that sequence is correct. Okay, then let's have a look at question number 45. The 5-year plans are meant for the nation's economic development. 5 years plans जो होते हैं, पंचवार्षिक योजनाएं जो होती है, किसी राष्ट्र की आर्थिक विकास के लिए होता है. Then if you look at the options, what are the reasons for it? This is a question, the reasons are many, this is the answer. So P जो P में क्वेश्चन दिया है उसका आंसर R, उसके बाद में R होना चाहिए, क्योंकि because there are many, the reasons are many. What are the reasons for it? The reasons are many. अगर आपको कोई पूछता है क्या रीजन है इस चीज के पीछे, तो आप जवाब देते हो कि there are many reasons. So obviously P, ये जो सेंटेंस है P वाला, उसके बाद में R आना चाहिए. If you look at all the options, you will have to find how many options have this sequence PR. Okay, what the reasons, what reasons are we talking about? Okay, what are the reasons for it? In India, if you look at sentence S, you will find a link with sentence P. In sentence S, it is said that in India every 5-year plan ends up with more people coming under the poverty line. अगर S1 में देखते हो तो क्या कहा गया है, 5-year plans का उद्देश्य क्या होता है, आर्थिक विकास होता है. और अगर इंडिया की बात करते हो तो हर पंचवार्षिक योजना के बाद में हम ऑब्जर्व करते हैं कि हर पंचवार्षिक योजना के बाद में ज्यादा लोग पॉवर्टी लाइन के नीचे आते हैं. तो इसका रीजन क्या है? व्हाट आर द रीजंस फॉर इट? द रीजंस आर मेनी. सो द सीक्वेंस शुड बी S P R, then last should be Q. S P R Q, and S P R Q is not given here. I think Q can come in the beginning. One way of measuring a nation's development is by finding out how much progress there has been in the fight against poverty. If you put this sentence in the beginning, the sequence will be QSPR. Okay, QSPR is given in option B, and option B is the correct answer. Then let's look at question number 46. Man's growth from barbarism to civilization is supposed to be the theme of history. History का theme क्या होना चाहिए? Man's growth from barbarism to humanism or civilization. अगर आप 4 sentences देखते हो PQRS, तो दूसरा sentence, if you look at the second sentence Q, it starts with but. Some statement is given, some generalized statement is given in S1, and in Q but is used, लेकिन कुछ अलग ही पाया जाता है. इतिहास की जो थीम होती है, जो हिस्ट्री की थीम होती है, वो थीम होती है मैन्स ग्रोथ फ्रॉम बार्बारिज्म टू सिविलाइजेशन, बट इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू बिलीव दिस आइडियल हैज बीन रीच्ड। लेकिन ये जो आइडियल है, ये आइडियल हमने have we reached this ideal, have we achieved this ideal? Okay, this is a controversial statement. When a generalized statement is made and a controversial statement is made, after that we start that controversial statement with but, and we discussed that such kind of transition words which make a shift from one thought to another thought while shifting the sentence. These kind of transition words can also help us identify link between sentences. So obviously the sequence should start with Q, and there are two options which start with Q, option 1 and option 3. So we'll have to obviously eliminate option 2 and 4. Okay, but it is difficult to believe this ideal has been reached. There is ample evidence of barbarism even today. आज भी बार्बरिज्म के बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स, एविडेंस आपको आप देख सकते हैं. स्ट्रॉन्गर कंट्रीज अटैक एंड ऑपरेस द वीकर वंस, ये भी एक एग्जांपल है. इंडिविजुअल्स टू, यहाँ पे टू यूज किया है. टू का मतलब होता है ऑल्सो. जब वन एग्जांपल दिया है उसके बाद में दूसरा एग्जांपल देते हैं हम, तब हम टू यूज करते हैं. तो ये जो टू वाला सेंटेंस है, टू वाला सेंटेंस पी के बाद में आएगा, क्योंकि पी में एक एग्जांपल एविडेंस दिया है और एस में दूसरा एविडेंस दिया है. जब दूसरा एविडेंस हम देते हैं तब हम ऑल्सो यूज करते हैं, हम टी डबल ओ टू यूज करते हैं. तो ऑब्वियसली द सीक्वेंस शुड बी Q, R, P and S. Okay, if you look at the options, option A has this sequence, and that's why option A is the answer. Now 47, the lion used to be very widely distributed in Africa and Asia. Lion जो है अफ्रीका और एशिया में बहुत ज्यादा पैमाने पे पाए जाते थे. लायंस की संख्या बहुत ज्यादा थी. Today they are a relatively rare species. In sentence S1, used to is used. Used to का मतलब होता है we are talking about something past, some past habitual thing, something past, something which existed in past as a regular thing, or as a habitual thing, or as a usual thing. And it was usual to find lions in Africa and Asia in a large number, and this was usually the found, and that's why this was a usual thing. But something today's scene is very different, and that scene is discussed in sentence R. So your answers should obviously start with R. That's why option number 2 and 4 are possible answers, and option 1 and 3 don't start with R. That's why these are not the answers. That's why you can eliminate, you can use elimination technique and eliminate these options, option 1 and option 3. Okay, today they are a relatively rare species. If indiscriminate killing by hunters has been the cause of this drastic fall in their numbers. This, अगर इस सेंटेंस को देखते हो तो यहाँ पे this यूज किया है, this drastic fall. This is used as an adjective, as a demonstrative adjective. This drastic fall means which drastic fall? We are talking about a particular drastic fall. इसीलिए हमने यहाँ पे this यूज किया है. This drastic fall means we are talking about a particular drastic fall, and we'll have to mention that drastic fall in the earlier sentence, and that is sentence R. So sentence R के बाद में sentence Q आना चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे this ये definite this a demonstrative article adjective is used to demonstrate a thing which is already discussed in sentence R. So RQ is the proper sequence, and this sequence is given in option D, ऑप्शन नंबर 4, RQSP. RQ के बाद में SP आएगा. अगर आप इस सीक्वेंस में सेंटेंस को, पैराग्राफ को डालते हो तो आप ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हो. If the species survive, if the species survives at all, it will be only in national parks. अगर ये species survive कर सकती है तो सिर्फ national parks में संभव है. No, there are special forest zones set aside for wildlife in various countries. And then sentence S6 will come. No hunting is permitted in such reserved areas. Such is also a demonstrative adjective. If you look at this, you will find that this जैसे this ये demonstrative adjective क्यों में use किया है. In the same way, there is one more demonstrative adjective, such, which is used in sentence S6. Such reserved areas means we are talking about particular reserved areas which we already discussed in sentence P. Okay, so sentence P should precede sentence S6, means S6 से पहले sentence P आना चाहिए. So sequence में सबसे last आना चाहिए P, उसके बाद में S6 आएगा. Okay, so obviously this is the answer. Option D is the answer of this question. Then let's look at question number 48. Though the finance minister claims that prices have become stable, facts do not support his stand. फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने कहा है कि प्राइसेस चीजों की महंगाई बहुत कम हो गई, लेकिन फैक्ट्स जो है फैक्ट्स ये प्रूव नहीं करते. फैक्ट्स डोंट सपोर्ट हिज स्टैंड. ओके, शुगर इज अ ग्लेयरिंग एग्जांपल. शुगर का ही एग्जांपल देख लो. A month back, its open market price was 7 rupees per kg. Now it is about above 10 rupees. So यहाँ पे सीक्वेंस आ रहा है QS RSQ के बाद में P आएगा, बिकॉज व्हाट इज वर्स, उससे भी बहुत बुरी चीज क्या है, इन सम प्लेसेस इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल इवन एट द एक्सॉर्बिटेंट प्राइस. कुछ जगह पे ये अवेलेबल भी नहीं है, कितनी भी प्राइस दे दो आप, वो आपको मिलेगा ही नहीं शुगर. तो इतनी महंगाई है, तो इसलिए स्टॉक भी कम हो गया. सो दिस इज द सीक्वेंस, एंड द सीक्वेंस इज गिवन इन ऑप्शन. सीक्वेंस इज RSQP is given in option D. So option D is the answer here. Now let's look at the last but one question. Einstein का example है. ये example हमने already earlier lecture में पढ़ा था. Einstein was a very simple man. Once the Queen of Belgium invited him to Brussels. ब्रुसेल्स को बेल्जियम की क्वीन ने उनको एक दिन इनवाइट किया, तो उसके बाद में so option the answer should start with Q, and there is only one option which starts with Q, that is option C, option number 3. Okay, then the last question, we'll look at the last question. With this last question we'll end this today's session. It has become very lengthy today because there were many questions which we had to discuss in this session, and many of you already know the answers, so you might find it very easy. And many of the students, I observed the analysis, I studied the analysis of the results. Many of the students could not answer the questions of jumbled paragraph correctly, and many of the students were unable to answer the questions of idioms and that synonyms and antonyms also. Some of the synonyms and antonyms were not answered by all students. Okay, last question is Jagdish was tired after the long walk. We had this question already discussed. Some of the questions were not discussed already, but these questions were discussed. Okay, जगदीश बहुत थक गया था, तो क्या हुआ, एट नाइट एज नाइट फेल, जैसे ही रात हो गई उसने डिसाइड किया कि कहीं पे रुक जाए. सो आंसर शुड बिगिन विद सेंटेंस P, and there are 4 options. All the 4 options begin with P. It's challenging to find the answer, but the theme of the sentence paragraph is very simple, so you can easily find the link. उसने डिसाइड किया, डिसाइड करने के बाद में क्या किया, if you look at sentence S, you will find what happened next. He spread a blanket on the ground and stretched himself out on it. उसने डिसाइड करने के बाद में जमीन पे, ग्राउंड पे उसने ब्लैंकेट फैलाया और उस पे उसने वो लेट गया वहां पे. बट देन कम्स सेंटेंस R, बट द प्लेस वाज सो फुल ऑफ मॉस्किटोज दैट ही फाउंड इट इम्पॉसिबल टू स्लीप. लेकिन उस जगह पे बहुत सारे मॉस्किटोज थे, इसलिए वो वहां पे ज्यादा देर तक सो नहीं पाया. एट लास्ट, so these are the transition words which are helping us in finding the answers. But is a transition word. He is a what we call pronoun which comes after the noun Jagdish. Jagdish वाला जो sentence है, ये sentence yes है, yes one है, इसके बाद में pronoun वाला sentence obviously आना चाहिए. So the sequence is PSRQ, and PSRQ is given in option number 3. Okay, so that this was the answer of question number 50, and in this way we have answered all these questions. And I hope you might also have answered the remaining two question papers which are already uploaded in the on the website in the tab of test yourself. The question papers are related with mathematics and biology. There are 10 questions in both of the tests. It was time consuming to frame all these 50 questions, and in our next uh, test, online test, we will have only 10 questions, which will be very easy and very short. And you will also be you will also find it interesting to answer those 10 questions every week. Okay, so 10 questions on mathematics, solve those 10 questions. 10 questions on biology, solve those questions also. I will release your answers on your email. Okay, check your email after you submit your test papers. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a nice day and see you in our next online session. Okay.